Once upon a time, in a town called Halaki, settled in the midst of rolling slopes and winding waterways, lived a young man named Gbadebo. Gbadebo was known all through the town for his kind heart and benevolence. However, in spite of his popularity, he regularly found himself yearning for something more, a love that would ignite his soul and fill his days with joy. One fresh morning, as Gbadebo made his way through the bustling commercial center, his eyes fell upon an image that took his breath away. There, in the midst of the dynamic cluster of stalls and vendors, stood the foremost excellent lady he had ever seen. She was like a vision from a dream. Her skin as smooth as silk, and her eyes shining like stars within the night sky. Captivated by her magnificence, Gbadebo moved closer to the lady, his heart beating with energy and anxiety. "Welcome, beautiful lady," he said, his voice trembling somewhat. "What brings you to our humble town?" The lady grinned warmly at Gbadebo, her eyes twinkling. "I am Omowunmi," she answered, her voice like music to the ears. "I've come in search of adventure and perhaps a little bit of romance." From that moment, Gbadebo was striking. He went through each waking moment by Omowunmi's side, showering her with admiration and compliments in a frantic effort to win her affections. And in spite of the fact that Omowunmi appeared to appreciate his company, her heart remained slippery, taking up Gbadebo to ponder on the off chance that he would ever truly capture her love. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Gbadebo's ardor for Omowunmi, as it were, developed more. He observed with bated breath as she moved through the town, her laughter ringing out like bells in the wind. And in spite of the fact that he yearned to hold her in his arms and declare his undying love, he dared not speak his true feelings for fear of rejection. But destiny works in funny ways. One fateful evening, as Gbadebo and Omowunmi walked hand in hand through the moonlit forest, their ways crossed with that of a wicked sorcerer. Bittered by their joy, the sorcerer cursed Omowunmi, changing her into a golden rose and condemning her to an endless of isolation. Shattered and distressed, Gbadebo fell to his knees close to the golden rose, tears spilling down his cheeks as he asked for pardon. He speaks to the golden rose. "If you don't mind, expensive Omowunmi," he cried, his voice choked with feelings. "I cannot bear to live without you. I would allow anything to see you restored to your true form." Moved by Gbadebo's faithful commitment, the spirit of the forest took pity on the young man and allowed him a single wish. With trembling hands, Gbadebo reached out and called the golden rose from its stem, whispering his most profound crave into its fragile petals. And in an astonishing show of light and enchantment, Omowunmi was restored to her human form, her eyes shining with love and gratitude as she threw herself into Gbadebo's arms. "Oh, my cherished man," she whispered, her voice filled with feelings. "I never knew love until I met you. From that day forward, Gbadebo and Omowunmi's love knew no bound. They moved underneath the stars, their laughter echoing through the forest as they celebrated their newfound happiness. And in spite of the fact that they confronted numerous trials and tribulations along the way, their love remained as solid as ever, a reference point of trust and bliss for all who observed it. As seasons changed and time passed by, Gbadebo and Omowunmi's relationships developed, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. And when the time came for them to begin a family, they welcomed their children into the world with open arms, their hearts overflowing with love and gratitude for the blessings bestowed upon them. And so, the story of Gbadebo and Omowunmi became exceptional at Alakin village, a confirmation of the power of love at first sight and the enduring strength of the human heart. For in a world filled with darkness and despair, their love shone brightly like a guiding star, lightening the way for all who dared to believe in the magic of true love. Now, a question for you. Can love at first sight actually lead to a lasting marriage? Give your comment in the comments box under the video on what you feel about love at first sight. This will help other viewers. Thank you.